Hey everybody, you tuned into the right video because look, there it is, Diablo, stack, Dado set, 5/8 arbor, 1/4 inch to 7/8 cut, right? It's brand new. I'm gonna unbox that sucker and I'm gonna put it into my cheap Craftsman table saw. Let's get after it. I already took my finished blade out. It's the 10-inch 90-tooth Diablo, cut through that melamine like butter and left a real nice finish. If you want to learn more about that, I'll put a slide out there. You can click and watch that video later. Otherwise, down in the description, click on the affiliate link to learn more about that. Okay, here we go. There it is, in all of its glory, all right? Is this gonna be too weird like this? All right, here we go. Lefty-loosey. Look at that, aluminum insert there. Look, there's the label. And then there's a chart showing you how to use the outside blades with the chippers and the shims. I guess you use the shims to get those 30 seconds when you want to split Scott whiskers. Well, there's all that. Okay, this looks like the outside blades. Yeah, there's some direction there. Outside, yeah, this side out. Here's the other one. Yeah, them are sharp. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look. There's a little package of shims there. That one says 0.03 mils or 12 thousandths. So there's a little package of those there. And then, hey, look at that. Lefty-loosey again. A little more of the same on the other side here. And these are your chippers. These are 1/8 inch thick, I bet. And there's three chippers. Should be some spacers in here, right? Hey, look at that. And there's the spacers. Looks like you got 3 spacers there. Okay, there's your unboxing. Woohoo! Let's put it in the saw. Here we are, and I need the setup for a 1/2 inch dado, okay? And according to the chart, I need the 2 outside blades and 2 chipper blades. So, here's my first outside blade. Rotation is clockwise. The cutters are coming toward me. I'm going to put that right on there like that. I'm going to make sure these 2 teeth are at the top, just like that. Now, I'm going to take one of the chippers and I'm going to put one tooth at 12 o'clock and one tooth at 6 o'clock, just like this. And we'll put that tooth right in between those 2 teeth. Okay, just like that. See how that fits? Now I'm going to turn the whole thing so that the chipper now, I got one tooth at 3 o'clock and I got one tooth at 9 o'clock. I'm going to take the other chipper, I'm going to make sure that the tooth is coming toward me, and I'm going to put this one at 12 and this one at 6. Right in between these 2 teeth, just like that. Now I'm going to take the other outside blade, and this one is rotating counterclockwise. And I'm going to make sure the teeth are coming toward me and the paint is on the outside. And I'm going to put 2 teeth in line with the other outside blade. Just like that. Okay, so I got the 1 tooth in the middle and I got these 4 teeth are in line with each other. That gives it some kind of balance, okay? Now I know from experience that I won't be able to use my washer. There's just not enough thread showing. And a lot of smaller saws are like that. It's okay. I have just used a nut before and it's fine. So it's more important to have a thread or 2 showing on the other side of the nut than it is to have no thread showing and barely get the nut on with the washer there, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna omit the washer and just put the nut on. So I'm going to try and do that without dropping it down into the bottom of my saw. Okay. And he's good. I'm just going to make sure these are where I want. The teeth are where I want them. And I'm going to finger tight that a little bit. And now I'm going to get my wrench on there. You want to make sure your saw is unplugged. My saw is unplugged and it has this little chintzy yellow key here, you know, but it's unplugged. And now you want to tighten it, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to dial it down so I get my insert in there.
Sorry for shaking around a little bit. Hold on. Okay.
Now I got this brand new zero clearance insert that I made out of some hardboard, right? They call it clipboard, but it's HDF, and I just made some relief cuts with my router. And because there's no support on this side of the saw, just on these tabs here, I had to make these relief cuts so that would fit. I have to use the screw holes, so I don't have a perfectly smooth insert, but this is going to work just fine. And if you want to see how I made these, I'll put a little slide out, and you can click on that, and there's a video where I make some inserts. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and install this. So I got the insert in. I sanded it in smooth. I waxed up my saw and my outfeed. Now I'm going to plug in the saw, turn on the vacuum, turn on the saw, and crank the blade up into the insert and punch a hole in it. Oh my goodness, look at this. Woo, isn't she pretty? Look at this setup here. Holy smokes. Oh yeah. I'll tell you one thing. You don't want to get your hand caught in there. Pink mist. Okay, now I'm going to try and dial this thing in and get a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch depth on the dado. So I got a piece of scrap here. I'm going to start running that across there and using my calipers to dial that in. So I dove into my test piece, and then I realized I don't have any push blocks. And I want a constant pressure on that so I get a consistent cut through my piece. Look, do-wah-diddy, dado-dum, Scotty-doo. Wait, what? Yeah, look, whole bunch of them. Put the featherboard on the old fence over here to keep that pressure right over the blade for that consistency. A little chip out here on the side I'm concerned about. Yeah, a couple more spots. A little bit here and there, So, this is where my back is going to slide down into. So. Okay, here's the drawer box sides and the wardrobe sides, and every piece has got just a little bit of chip out here and there. See? Look. But I don't blame those brand new blades. I blame that cheap wobbly saw and my feed rate and, maybe cheap melamine from Home Depot. But as far as the quality of those blades and the dado that it produces, look at that. Nice flat bottom dado, nice and clean, and this edge is super sharp. You could cut tomatoes with that. I mean, this is the world's most finicky material right here. I'm cutting it with that old cheap saw. Look at it. What, my featherboard set up? That's no big deal. Oh. Just a piece of maple. Look, I even have them like this. You can clamp it across the saw and hold your workpiece to the fence. Okay, so that's it for that thing today. A lot better than doing it with a router. All those pieces there and those big long ones. That would have been ridiculous. Not that this wasn't ridiculous. I mean, this was less ridiculous, right? In the next video, I'm going to mess around with this Craig pocket hole jig. I got to mount it to some kind of apparatus that I can clamp to the bench because I got to finish machining these parts. And you might want to stay close for that. Maybe just hit that red subscribe button, hook yourself up, and we can hang out and do it together. If you want more info about any of the tools that you saw in the video today,